Hi, everybody. Glad to be back with you again. This is Kevin Castner from somewhat sunny Mill Valley, California, just north of San Francisco. That's Mill Valley, not Memphis. I don't get to play this year. But if you're in Memphis, do stop by the IntoBridge, look up Stefan. He tells me there's a t-shirt for just about everybody. Meanwhile, we're here to play 5 hands of bridge. And I have a pretty mundane 8 count. 4-3-3. The fact that I'm 4-3-3 makes me want to bid a no trump because it's border match and also because if partner passes, it might be the best place to be. So I'm just going to bid a no trump, see what happens. I think now I have an easy 2-heart bid. I've got nothing else to say. So we'll just see what happens. And what happens is I get to play 2 hearts. All righty. Off the top of my head, I've got a spade loser, 2 diamond losers, potentially a heart or 2, but I should be making 2 hearts. There's nothing in the club suit to speak of. They're going to take 2 diamonds before I get to worry about spades. So I've probably got, again, 2 diamond losers, a spade loser. Let's see what happens on the diamonds. If they play a third round of diamonds, maybe I can just pitch a spade. That might be good for me. Let's have a look. Play the 9 of diamonds. Why not? Keep in mind he led the 7. Ooh, that's not particularly good. I want to win the ace if I can. You know, at Imps, this might be very different in that I'd want to make sure I had 8 tricks. But here I think I just have to play hearts straight up and see what happens. I mean, the worst that could happen is I lose to Queen Doubleton of Hearts on my, well, I'm playing it from the other hand, but I lose to Queen Doubleton of Hearts by taking a finesse, and then they get a club rough. I think that's a risk I have to take at border match. So I'm going to play a heart to the ace. And I'll play the 9 of hearts back. Play the jack. There's the queen. And now we're going to get... yeah, that's the other problem. But that's okay, actually. Well, it's actually not okay, is it? Yeah. All right. I can claim now. So if I didn't take the heart finesse, I would have made an extra trick. So should I have done that? Not done that? Hard to tell. Now I'm 4-2-4-3 with a good 15 count. Couple extra, 3 extra 10s, 9, but it's still just a no trump. On that last hand, anybody who decides not to take the heart finesse is going to beat me pretty easily. No trump pass, 2 clubs pass. There's always the temptation of border match not to show your major. I do that all the time when I'm playing IntoBridge, but here I've got a useless doubleton. It'd be pretty crazy not to bid spades here, I think. Somebody won't? Now, here's a question. 3 spades is a game try with 5 to 9 high card points. That's pretty funny. I only have 15. It's a good 15 with great trumps and aces, but it is just 15. Partner's got soft cards. At imps, I would bid. At border match, I'm going to pass. They scared me with this 5 point stuff. So I've got to lose at least 2 clubs, a heart, and a spade. I'm going to be lucky to make 3 spades. What has partner got? 6, 7, 8. Partner said I might well have passed a no trump, and I might also well have passed 2 spades. But this is not imps. So I'm going to do a little false carding here, see what I can do. Queen of hearts. What's going on? So we didn't play more hearts. I could... I think if I win the ace of hearts and try to pull some trumps, I'm probably in good shape here because, well, I'm not necessarily in good shape, but I'm going to know more about the hand. Trumps are 4-1, and that would be different, but just unblock the jack of spades in case I want to play diamonds differently. Okay. Well, no, I've got a little bit of a why would he do that, I wonder? Overtake the heart and play another heart. Doesn't play a diamond. This should mean something, I suppose. I suppose I can take a double finesse in diamonds now. Maybe that's the right thing to do. Maybe, I mean, these robots, sometimes they do the smartest things in the world, and then they do the stupidest things in the world. Maybe this guy is so smart that they knew that I could take a double finesse and that just wouldn't work. Is that really the trace? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But it happened. So if you played ace of diamonds and a diamond, you beat me. But then you had to guess diamonds. You would have had to guess diamonds if there was a guess, but no. Turns out your left-hand opponent has all this crap. And now I get another no trump opener. 6 and 5 is 11, 15. 1. No trump. All right. 3 no trumps. Nobody's interested in majors. 6 of diamonds is not what I wanted to see. And I really do need to keep my entries to dummy pretty fluid. So I'm going to win this in hand so that I can take a club finesse. Does it matter if I play the 10 or the 9? I'll play the 9, see what happens. So, yeah. Wow. So East won the queen. Robots, I've never seen a robot false card with king queen. So East could still have the king, but the odds were that he doesn't have both, but maybe he does. So now I can take a heart finesse for spade finesse. If I play a spade, anybody could win and run a whole bunch of diamonds. So it seems right to play a heart. And obviously he's going to play off. So the question is, I don't really have so many heart tricks anyway. We'll see what's going on here. Oh, great. So he has the king of hearts and 1,000 diamonds. So East would not have had a diamond to lead to West. So if I'd played spades, who knows? Maybe West has got all the spades too. These are hands that are just very, very, very tough. Yeah. Okay. I suppose there could be a squeeze position here at some point, but it seems like West has enough diamonds that I'm just going to get squeezed out of all my tricks. And now I can claim down a mere 3. So I guess I was going to lose most of these tricks anyway. I mean, everything was wrong in this hand. Now I have 12 and 12 scummy points with no 10s, 1 9, no particular shape. I guess I have to bid a spade and see what partner does. No trump, pass. Well, I've seen what these robots open on, and I don't have any special. I'm going to bid 2 no trump. It seems like there's days where nothing works, and this seems like one of those days. And I know that sounds really, I hope that sounds really stupid, because it is stupid. But sometimes, like after the last few hands, I just want to not go down. So I'm just going to bid 2 no trump. Partner bids 3 anyway. So I guess I get the playing game. Some of you may play with an agreement with your partner, which I think is a good agreement to have. And the agreement goes something like, invite aggressively, accept conservatively, or the reverse. So that you don't have a partnership where you're inviting aggressively and accepting aggressively, and you end up going down 2 all the time because everybody took a rosy view. It's not a bad agreement to have. Here I get a club out, and I kind of can't afford to lose this to West, because West could play a spade through and they could set up potentially 3 spade tricks before I do much. So I think I'm going to have to win this. And then the question is, how do I go about 3 tricks? Let's see what partner did have 14 and the 10 of diamonds and the 9 of hearts. So I don't really blame him. If I'm going to duck this in dummy, and again, I don't think I can afford to let West win this trick, because he could play a spade through, and they could generate a lot of tricks before I get my trick. So now I've got the ace of clubs in dummy, and I have the ace of hearts. And I have to find, I can't play spades right now. Obviously I'm not going to play clubs. I don't know. Well, I don't want to, I can't play spades. I can't play clubs. I don't want to play hearts, because if I play a heart and then a diamond and then they knock out a club, I don't have any entries back to my diamond. So I don't really want to touch hearts at all, which means I have to play diamonds from the shorthand, which I think means I have to play a diamond toward dummy. And it's very possible that the length is with East in diamonds. So I'm going to play the king of diamonds out of my hand and see how that works. This is literally like one of these hands where everything's going to go wrong. If I duck, I'll get a spade back, and then they'll set up 2 or 3 spades to go along with the club they already have, and maybe another diamond. Maybe I'm just a scaredy cat. I mean, West led something like the 7 of clubs on this auction, where I had bid a spade, partner bid a no trump. So the only 2 unbid suits were diamonds and clubs. So it was a pretty normal lead, probably. Maybe he's got length in hearts, maybe he's got length in spades. This is not easy. I don't want to make it easy for them to I'm going to play the 8 and hope he doesn't shift to a spade. But he does. Now they have 2 spade tricks to go, but they don't have any club tricks. That's something. So now if hearts come in, I have 5 hearts, a club for 6, a spade for 7, I'm still going to need some diamond tricks. I could play a spade back. They could take at most 2 spades. I mean, this hand is totally going to fall apart if I'm going to do that. I'm going to play a spade back and see if they just get greedy and play 2 spades. And they did. And pitch the 10 of diamonds in case I have to. That's not a good sign, particularly. So they've got 4 tricks. I have to take all the rest. Nobody's pitched a heart. I need the 10 of hearts to come down. But I've got a good club, which I might as well. I should hold off on the club. Should play the spade now and pitch a heart. And now a club, because it's my last chance to do that. And now I have to hope that hearts come down or that the 10 of diamonds is onside. And why do I think that both of those things aren't going to happen? Well, they did happen. I can claim. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to play a spade back and give him 2 spade tricks. If he'd won a spade and played a diamond, I was going to have to go for broke and take the diamond finesse. And actually, with the diamond finesse being on, I could have taken more tricks because hearts were coming down and everything else. So if you played flat out, of course, as usual, you would just beat the heck out of me. I mean, these hands are so, it's a difference between imps and board a match, where at board a match, sometimes you don't know what to do. You know, you're in the same contract everybody else is going to be in. But if you go crazy and do something completely anti-percentage, you could just lose a board that you should just easily have. Whereas on the other hand, if everything's working, which is what it was here, I had guessed diamonds correctly. So I could have taken, it looks like 3 diamonds, 5 hearts, and 2 clubs. What is that? That's like 10 tricks. I felt happy to make 9. And here we are on our last board, and it feels like very likely we have a slam. I do not want to bid 4 diamonds here. What is 4 diamonds anyway? 4 diamonds is a splinter with 10 to 16 high card points, but a partner passes. I've given the opponent's information, and I want partner to give me information. So I'm going to bid Jacoby 2 no trump, see what partner does. He bids 3 no trump. What does that say? Average of range. So he's also balanced. I could cube it here. Am I going to find out whether partner has a king of clubs? No. Am I going to find out whether he's got the ace of diamonds? No. So I kind of want to play around and bid 4 diamonds because, and I know if Gunnar Hallberg is watching, which I very much doubt, he might agree with me. But if I bid 4 diamonds and get a double, big deal. Maybe I was going to get a diamond lead. If I bid 4 diamonds to cube bid 4 diamonds and I don't get a double, then maybe I'm not supposed to do this unless I'm playing against the celebrity. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this. All right, I'm not going to do this. But if some of you are thinking of bidding 4 diamonds, because the robots, they don't think you're Zia, and they'll think you have a control in diamonds. On the other hand, it is possible that West will double you when you get a diamond lead when you didn't want one. I'm hoping, obviously, that either partner has the ace of diamonds because I'm going to bid Blackwood, or I'm hoping that partner does have 1 key card. I'm gonna bid 6 spades and just hope that I don't get a diamond lead because maybe partner has the king of hearts and can pitch that, even if he doesn't. So, you know, potentially. So yeah, we were off, but partner has very little here. We'll see what's going on. I'm gonna win the king, and now I think it's too early to claim, and I don't think I can play one spade easily. Now I can pull trumps and try clubs. If clubs are coming down, I can make all the tricks. So play club. Now, see, here's a border match thing. Did this guy lead from? Did he really lead from Queen Doubleton of clubs on this auction? I mean, why would you do that? So if I play ace of clubs and he shows out, I can play ace of clubs, ruff a club, then play a heart, then ruff another club, then ruff a heart. But I think I run out of tricks because I have too many losers. So I can risk at imps. This would be easy. This would be so easy. I could claim it imps, but at border match, I'm just going to take my chances and see if I can. And I'm just going to go down because he let the queen of clubs from queen and one on that option. So undoubtedly, you will beat me here. I can't believe on this auction he would lead the queen of clubs. That is just horrible for me. That's why border match can be very, very, very difficult. I hate myself. If you're in Memphis, have a great time. Stop by and see Stefan. I'm going to go drown my sorrows in a bottle of red wine or white wine or Armagnac or something else because that was pretty sad. At any rate, have a wonderful evening and see you later.